Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Norman Network. Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit different than our usual. Today, we are going to be comparing the iPhone 1 to an iPhone 7 Plus. So, let's jump right on in with the iPhone 1. So, the iPhone 1 was released in 2007, and this is the 8 gigabyte model, which cost $599 originally. The new iPhones, like the 8 and the 7 Plus, things like that, are 150 times faster than this iPhone. It has a 3.5 inch screen, and actually I did a test where I wanted to see, does 2018 Wi-Fi work on an original iPhone? And actually, believe it or not, it does. So, yeah, and the camera is a 2.0 megapixel camera. So, of course, this phone is pretty old now, and it was used, so it might not be to top quality compared to if you have, or if anybody has, a one that's still in the box or anything like that. So let's jump right on in. So to start it off, it has this screen. It shows the time, and it also, you can choose your picture. That was a picture I drew when I was very young, and it doesn't have a passcode. It actually just has this swipe to unlock, and then it has its screen with, it's got the same kind of stuff at the bottom. It has your phone, your mail, your Safari, and it actually also has iPod, which is probably something like Apple Music. If you swipe to the left, you're going to get this screen that is to search your iPhone, just like all the other ones. And this is the 8 gigabyte model. So, like I said, I tried putting it on 2018 Wi-Fi, and as you can see in the corner right there, it actually does work on 2018 Wi-Fi. I've been looking around at this phone, and it's pretty interesting. There wasn't a whole lot you could do with these old phones. When I had lots of games that that I used on this a long time ago, and it's interesting. So we can start with Safari, and let's see. So old Safari looks very, very different than new Safari. I'll get you a comparison here. And so new Safari looks like this compared to this. So that's interesting. So let's try a search. Let's see what its search is updated to. So let's search up the iPhone 7 Plus, like we are reviewing. 7 Plus. Oh, there doesn't seem to be a plus. Oh, here it is. Okay, iPhone 7 Plus, go. Let's see. Okay, I can say right off the bat, this is going to take a long time to load. So, that's Safari. Let's try double-clicking the bottom button. So if you double-click the bottom button, you're going to get to your favorites thing, but it looks very different than if you would double-click the bottom button on a 7 Plus. That would give you what you had looked at last. This gives you favorites page. So that's interesting. Let's look at iPod. What's this? Right now it's a blank screen, apparently. Oh, and it's got all of our music on it, so that's good. That's pretty much it with this old phone. It's a game. Let's search up coloring on it, on just the iPhone search, since that's an app I had. Coloring, yep, comes up with it. Wow, that's interesting. So that works. It still holds up really well to a modern day iPhone. Of course, this stuff has way better, it's way faster, 150 times faster. And let's just do a full comparison. So for the iPhone 7 Plus, this was of course released in 2016. This has 32 gigabytes compared to 8 gigabytes. And the max for this was 256 gigabytes, which is a lot bigger than 8 gigabytes. This has a 5.5 inch screen compared to a 3.5, so that's gained almost 2 inches of screen. And this camera is 2.0 megapixel. This camera is 12 megapixel. So let's just try out the camera and let's see what we have for our camera. So it starts off different than before. Oh, so there's no front facing, doesn't like what I'm doing. Pretty sure it just died. So there's no front facing camera, and it's a lot darker, and it doesn't capture as well as a camera like this would capture, because you can see my studio, and that's facing towards me, and just it captures a lot better, which of course it's 10 megapixels better of a camera. So overall, there's no comparison. Way longer battery life for something like this, of course. The batteries improved a ton. But something I do like about this phone is the curved design. It's not so square like some of the other phones, so you can hold it really nicely without hurting your hands. And new phones, they're so big. You remember when phone companies were trying to make phones smaller? And now they're trying to make phones bigger. Just look at the size comparison. Like, the size. It's so big compared to the iPhone, the first iPhone. So big. But it holds up well. I think that's what we've learned from this video, is the original iPhone was way ahead of its time and holds up extremely well, even 10 or so years later, to an iPhone 7 Plus. So that will be the end of this video. Please comment and like if you think I should do some more videos like this. And I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!